Christian posed a good question though. How are you out of shape a month and a half later
He was
How?
never in
in the
shape to begin
season?
with.
Thank
He was
you. He
never in
never
shape,
was.
y'all.
He was
But he
hiding,
didn't
Where
look.
are
bro.
you
He
seeing
didn't look.
this?
He looks worse than he did 3 4 weeks ago.
You're
Dog.
playing
Remember,
basketball damn near every day. How are you out of shape? I don't understand.
Because he doesn't play every day.
But
He
he's doing
does.
cardio. He's at least working out.
But I'm
He's
saying if you
not.
play
That's the
in
point.
games, no, he's playing in games. How are you playing in
But my
games
G,
getting in worse shape?
but look how he's
he
playing
was
the
injured
games.
for a bit this season.
Yeah, but
No,
those,
none
but
of
no,
that.
but very early. But look how they're using him. Look how they're using him. He's not bringing up the way. Is he the one that's the primary one bringing up the ball?
He was. They
But
switched to Point
but
Zion
listen
for
to me,
like
y'all.
three
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah. You guys are forgetting preseason training versus in-season training are not the same. What Zion is lacking is the discipline to continue what you were doing before
Exactly.
in the season. Think about it
Exactly.
this way. After you play a game, right? He's not going to go work out. He's probably not going to go do the things that he needs to do. Versus when you're preseason, the scrimmages that you do, although they're not full game tilt, you get what I'm saying? You still have the point of mind, oh, I got to get ready.
Mhm.
He's not in that mindset. He doesn't understand how far back he is in terms of his shape and his
His
readiness
fitness. Yeah, his
to
fitness is
have
not
the
there.
discipline to keep that same regimen
Well,
throughout the year.
here's what I
So
would
here's
say to what you're
oh,
saying.
go ahead,
My
Ed.
fault,
The
Christian, and
game's
I'll
not
let
Oh
you
no.
go.
enough.
Here's what I
Exactly.
would say to what you're saying. Everything you're saying may be true. That is the information that we need to come out because
Oh, it's not gonna
I
come
need
out.
a
Come
I
on,
need a
dog. It's never gonna come
definitive
on.
why, bro. I need a definitive
And I'm gonna piggyback
why.
off of that. The the
It's
fact
not it.
that he was able to be in shape while he was alone in the offseason going into preseason and then being around team facility and the team being around him and he's gone out of shape, is that an indictment on the team and the franchise
No, bro. It's
for not
still on
keeping
him,
tabs on
bro.
him?
You're a
It's
professional, dog.
too.
It's a you're a professional. You look at the
Correct.
end of the
But
day, bro. It's like again, yes, there's a team aspect of it, but there's an individual. You didn't get to the
correct.
NBA because you played on the Pelicans. Okay. You got on the Pelicans because of what you did prior to. At the end of the day, he has to be like, you know what? Especially when you're talking about, oh, I don't know if I'm bought in. If I'm another team looking at how many 3-pointers have we seen Ben Simmons shoot in the offseason? Just for an
Don't
in season
don't
for us to
remind
see
me.
nothing.
Well,
Same
here's my
thing.
thing. I think it's also if we have to look at the mindset, right? And I'm gonna argue this, and you guys can tell me because you guys would know better. He doesn't strike me as a player who's ever gotten on the court and wanted to be the best.
Oh,
Like
this is what I was saying earlier.
he doesn't carry that. Like
No.
it's for him, he's one of those guys that you have to feed into. You have to feed them. You have to motivate them. He doesn't have that internal engine that will get him
No.
going. So when you hear legends like Shaq and Charles Barkley dog him and down him, they also have to look at the psychological part of it as well too. There are certain characteristics that have to be ingrained in you mentally for you to get that work done. If you look at the legends that we talk about that we held, the Kobe's, the Jordans, even Shaq,
To a
even
degree.
Charles. Charles
Yeah.
said when Dr. J told him he was fat, like you get what I'm
Moses
saying?
Malone.
Moses, my bad. Moses
Yeah.
Malone told him he was fat. That rung a bell because he knew he wanted to be great. I don't think Zion in his head has that I want to be great bad
Yeah.
enough
And
gene
this is what I'm talking about, bro, because
to
he's
exude
benefit.
those characteristics of discipline to get him to the next
Yeah,
level. And I don't
exactly.
care how many people you put around him and insulate him with. And yes, it's still a knock on them because I like Evan, I want to see receipts of how much effort the front office and the team has put in on making sure he sticks on this because at the end of the day, like Lou said, return on investment. If this is our investment, how much effort are we doing, right? Like how much people are we
Yeah.
putting around him to make sure that he's staying on this, right? So I do want to see receipts as a fan. Granted, are we going to get those? Probably not, or later when things have fallen where they are. But he doesn't have up here that mindset that would give him the discipline needed to get to that level. I don't see Zion as a player being scared to do something, like, whereas we legit saw Ben Simmons scared in that situation.
But Hans, that's later, bro. Has Simmons, when he was consistently playing, had he got better year over year?
Yes,
Simmons
he got better. He got better in distributing the ball. He got better in defense. They were help his season before. When did that happen? When his injury was it?
Oh, I thought you were talking about versus the Hawks. That was 20.
No. Oh, the yips, the layups.
Oh no, man.
Was that the season where he was being heralded defensive of the year, where he was in the running for the defensive player of the year?
I think that was his.
That was 21, or was that 20? That was 21.
21.
I thought it was earlier.
Yeah, it was after the bubble.
No, it was after the bubble. It was
after the bubble when he was defensive
21
player of the year running. So so that's a part of his game that has improved. You get what I'm saying? What
Ben Simmons was always an issue as a point guard. That's
there's a difference. There's a difference between an issue and having the discipline. What people don't understand with defense is it takes discipline for you to lock it down. He actually improved on that regard and locked down 1 through 5 even further, like to the point where he was in that discussion. And I can't knock that man for that. What he's always lacked in was his shooting and how he can open, how that can open the floor and help him distribute as a point guard. That's where he's lacking, right, in that regard. So when Evan, even when we have discussions, right, Evan would say, this is what Joel did, look what Ben did. But it's always been on the offensive side of the ball. You get what I'm saying? And what I'm saying, the difference between them two is Ben Simmons has the yips, meaning I don't have the confidence. I'm scared because if they actually see where I'm at, I'm not going to be viewed as this great guy and everything like that. So I'm going to do that. Whereas Zion, he's complacent. I don't want to be great. I'm here already. It is what it is.
Okay,
those are
I see
two
what you're
different
saying.
things for me.
I see what
those
you're
are
saying.
Two different things.
But even looking at Ben's stats, his stats really didn't significantly improve year over year since it actually got worse. I'm looking at them right. Defensively, we can talk about
that's what I'm saying. Like, but
Ben Simmons sucked at LSU too.
It's defensively. So, like, for me, like, if you've never put that guy as a prowess offensively, I'm not gonna rate you on that. That's never been your thing.
Off the top rope, power member.
Can we talk about the Warriors and how they just been looking like fucking butt cheeks?
Bro, what do you expect from the Warriors?
I expect their fans to be reasonable and know that their team is fucking cooked.
Look, when you've been winning for so long,
are over.
Just because you want it to be the Lakers era, bro, you guys aren't going to have another dynasty. You're never going to have another dynasty, dog. Give it up. No, it's not. You're not going to have another dynasty. You're not getting a three-peat. You're not getting a back-to-back.
50 years.
Yo, Christian, in the rest of our living lives, you will never have another back-to-back. You will never have another three-peat. You know what? You may get one more banner, but it will happen after LeBron is gone. I'm here to give you realistic. I'm giving you, just be happy that y'all won the end season. Okay? That's it. Ain't nothing else happening for y'all this season.
Who did the Pacers, not the Pacers, Golden State Warriors lost to OKC.
Yes.
And who else did they lose to? I feel like they've only had like a 2-game losing streak, right?
I mean, they're 4-6 in their last.
It's the way they're losing.
They haven't looked consistently.
They're nowhere near what they
lost one to the Clippers. They went back and forth to the Clippers.
Yeah,
they lost to the Kings.
Yeah.
They lost.
Steph is getting hunted by SGA. Steph is getting hunted by everyone, honestly. I think he's getting hunted by role players.
You said who?
Steph is getting hunted by role players.
Oh,
so this is where this is where you go past reasonable commentary and get into personal bias / hatred. I mean, just leave Steph out of it. Steph is doing everything he can.
What? It's
the other players that are the problem.
Hey, do they miss Poole?
You know.
No, have you seen Poole?
I don't think they miss Poole.
Look how he's doing.
Poole, I mean, can we argue that Poole is doing what he's doing because he's forced to be the number one guy? He's never been that guy.
No, Kuzma's the number one guy.
Kuzma's the number one guy.
Yeah, Kuzma is the number one guy.
Let me put it like this. You did an excellent sports psychologist segment on Ben Simmons a moment ago, calling out the yips, particular diagnosis on it. You need to do a further deep dive on the loss
Jordan
of
Poole.
confidence that is Jordan Poole right
Mhm.
now. That man's in the sunken place.
I need
And
to
he's-
watch some. That means I got to watch some
Yeah.
Wizards games,
Listen,
man. I gotta-
man, he's
It's
in
not
the
fun.
sunken
It's
place.
not fun.
man.
That's tough, bro. Like,
It's not pretty. It's
oh,
not pretty, man.
I said, whoa, I gotta
That's-
prepare myself for that.
right. Like, you want me to watch Wizards games?
Listen, man.
You may need one of them. What's it called? Capricolos.
But the reason they traded him was for a salary dump, man. They traded
was for
him
the
to
salary.
get 4 or 5, the other 4 years off the deal.
Yeah,
They're
so they
gonna
can
let
give
Chris
Draymond
Paul.
money.
They're gonna let
And
Chris Paul
I
drop.
really hate that.
Nah,
they
they're
did
gonna
that,
get
bro.
Clay to sign for less, and they're gonna get
Yeah,
him.
they should.
Get under
No,
that
aside for
second
less, he
apron.
should get the max.
Yeah, you're gonna get the max or something.
If
You
I'm
just hate them
Clay,
so
if
bad.
if I'm
Tied
Clay,
down.
I am
Not
not
gonna be a
accepting anything
contract.
but the max. I've given up so much for this franchise. I deserve it.
What is he giving up?
His body.
I want to say he
Body.
got 2 maxes in a row. He's straight.
His knees, his Achilles, he's giving up a lot.
All I know is that Draymond don't deserve two red cents to rub
So,
together.
That's
how
their best
Draymond's
point guard.
first Came back.
Draymond's their
He-
best point guard. They need him.
Draymond's first or second game back when he hit those 4 threes in the first quarter.
Draymond
And
thought he was at Michigan State.
before the ball even got to his hand from Steph Curry for that 3 in the corner to win the game. I said he's not hitting this, and it didn't come close. It did not come close, man. I was
Hey,
like,
he's been shooting
so-
pretty well from three this year.
I mean, unlimited attempts, but yeah,
Is
Exactly, bro. When I shoot 16 threes in so far in in 23 games, yeah, I'm bound to make a couple. I'm a
Nah,
professional.
he shot more than that.
I promise you, he's not shot more than 30
Hold
threes
on,
this season.
let me look this up right
I'm
now.
going-
y'all think the organization is foolish by keeping them 3 together?
no,
I
think-
they
That's
sell
why Bob
tickets,
Myers
man.
left. Didn't you hear
They
Chuck?
sell tickets. Yeah, I heard them. They sell tickets, man.
He left the Titanic.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's Bob Myers is
The
like, hey, those are my
Warriors-
friends over there.
Well,
He's like, yeah, they'll be.
people
they'll
are
be joining you
forgetting
too.
they won in 2000. Like they just won. It wasn't that long ago.
Warriors-
They just won.
Nah, it's a fraud. Fraud. win.
Wow.
I know you're not talking. What you talking? All right, bro.
Hey,
He
so
shot
Let you
Draymond,
rock,
18
bro.
for 40.
Draymond's shooting 3 threes a game, and he's shooting 45%. So
He's-
How
I mean,
many
that's
threes
good.
has he shot
18 for 40. 18 for 40.
Oh, 40. I'm sorry. I was 10 off. My bad. I was 10 threes off. My bad.
10. I thought you said 16.
I said 30. I said he hasn't shot more than 30.
Well, you're wrong. All right, he shot 40.
2.9.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I missed
I
those last 10.
apologize right now
Way to
Who do
him
you
in
want me
his
to apologize to?
Christian.
to Draymond Green.
Draymond or the Lakers? Who am I apologizing?
Right.
Both.
Because that's really one.
Apologize
so
to
he
both
was.
at the same time.
There's a fascinating
I
story.
apologize to California.
Well,
you.
Always been lazy.
He
on
gets
defense.
more heat than any star player on the Lakers, like franchise. Like Kobe didn't get
In
this
franchise?
heat.
Oh, Kobe did. get
Kobe
this.
did not get this heat. That's all I'm
What?
saying. And if LeBron is of
Oh, nah,
Kobe
bro.
status,
Nah, LeBron.
Kobe did not get
got
this
heat.
heat.
Kobe got heat.
when they were
No,
not
what are you
winning.
talking
When they were not
Not
winning,
like
Kobe was
LeBron
getting
heat.
heat. Bro, you know how
Not
many times they was
LeBron
calling him all
How
this
you gonna
ball
tell?
hawk?
How you
Oh,
gonna tell
hell yeah.
me? How you gonna
Kobe
tell
was
me
one
that
of the
not
hated
LeBron?
guys in the league, bro.
It's
y'all
still,
didn't
still
get-
to this
no,
day.
No.
We're not
This
Still
is-
to this day.
passing him.
No. Let me rephrase what Hans said. Kobe did not get this much heat from Laker fans that LeBron James
on,
is
man.
getting from
Y'all out
Laker
here
fans.
So here,
Spit-
let's
and
also
boasting
let's use context. Kobe had just got a 3-peat with Shaq. There's gonna be a significant amount more grace that he's gonna get than LeBron.
You know
That's
who
just
was
a
giving?
fact,
you know
bro.
which Laker fans were giving Kobe grief, Evan? The Shaq lovers.
Facts.
But you know what though? This is a product of a spoiled market.
You know, that's what I hear.
That's what it is. It's a
Oh,
spoiled
so now
market.
we're
The
okay, but we're
Shaq
changing the
lovers.
topic. I mean, why you guys?
We're not
Shaq
changing the
lovers-
topic.
Changing the topic.
Shaq
We're just
lovers
saying,
gave
we're just
Kobe
discussing
grief.
the why.
Shaq lovers
The
go. It's a
Kobe
spoiled
lovers gave
market,
LeBron
man.
Yes,
league
I
grief.
mean, what do you want me
The
to say?
LeBron lovers
We've
give
been very
AD
lucky.
grief.
We've been very blessed to have all these great Hall of Famers. I mean, there's what 6 Lakers in the top 10 of all of
Yeah,
all.
man. Money gets you everywhere, man. I'm just saying,
That's
man.
not-
Money rules the world,
It's
man.
not just money. It's not just money.
We're a
man.
mom and
Money
pop
gets you
shop.
everywhere.
We're
Listen,
a
listen.
small
Mom and pop
market.
shop.
As
All
a-
right, yo.
as a-
Okay.
as a
All right,
Yankee
players.
gang-
Can we
as
can
a
we
Yankee
end this
fan, I
overtime?
respect the
Because
game.
he's talking
Other
about mom and
another
pop.
franchise
I
that buys
respect-
that
I
buys
respect the
championship.
game, baby.
Or
Yeah,
no,
you know,
let's
the
no.
Yankees-
Let's talk about
Come
California.
on.
Let's talk about TV because we're not going to talk about the Yankees. Let's talk about the LA Dodgers, who just brought arguably one of the greatest baseball players of all time, with Ohtani.
LA like
It's okay.
behavior.
Let's
Come on,
go.
LA
bro.
like
He's
behavior.
I
right.
love it.
You guys.
They learned it from the
love
Yankees.
LA.
No,
They
let's
them
talk
too.
about it because the Lakers, y'all have such issues with not. Y'all want to buy everything. You know what? Let's bring the Chargers back. We don't want San
we didn't
Diego
want
to
the
have
Chargers.
anything.
No,
We
they
don't
wanted
want
the
San
Raiders
Diego to
back.
have anything.
You know,
Let's
no,
bring them
Christian.
back over here. Now, I
No
mean,
one
like,
wanted the Chargers.
nah, you guys are
We
greedy.
want them to leave.
You guys are greedy. Okay, let's
I'm
talk
on your
about it.
side, Christian. I'm on your side, Christian.
We want
These-
Yeah,
these-
because
want
you're
those
a
guys to
Yankee
leave.
fan.
They don't understand opulence, Christian. You know,
That's what it is. When you got
Nah,
money,
nah,
you
nah.
got money.
They don't
Jeter,
get it.
A-Rod.
Nah.
Y'all just
See,
got
they
money.
don't
That's
get
what
it.
it is,
Listen,
man.
No,
Got money.
because
I'm with
Evan
you.
don't
on
want to
this
talk
one,
about this
Christian.
because the Knicks just happen to be fiscally irresponsible. When did y'all
Listen,
stop paying
man.
Allen Houston? That just,
Listen,
you know what I mean?
That's the problem with them,
We
though.
brought him on the payroll, man.
Well,
He's-
get-
They throw
the
money
right-
at the wrong
get the right
people. That's the problem
billionaire.
with the Knicks. But they throw
Get the right
money. They
billionaire.
just throw it at the
Hey,
wrong
man,
people.
It's still
James
New
Dolan, that's
York.
his fault.
We're gonna get it
They've been
right.
paying Allen Houston so
Yeah.
long. They just gave him a office job. They're like, look, bro, we just gonna continue your
Listen,
salary
man, we're
here.
gonna keep paying you, man. Let's
Get in
just
this
get you
queue,
on
my
the
dog.
right side.
Get you a parking space, man.
There you go. It's
We're
a
paying you
tax.
already.
It's a good tax move. You know, we put you
Oh
on the
my
payroll.
gosh, bro.
You know, they
It's
tax
the
it. They
Dutch
tax it
man.
less. Tax it less. Man.